Senators again had to come from behind in the Bell's Gymnasium. I think that was about 3 weeks ago, but John will tell me if I'm wrong. Grandparents or family of some of the players who will be on the floor in this game, and thanks for tuning in. I guess you really don't tune in online, you just kind of point and click and it magically appears.
Well, don't they actually have an application, though, that is called TuneIn?
Yes.
That's one of the ways you can listen online. The easiest way we find is to just go to sportsradio1450.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you click on the icon that says Listen Live.
Springfield High's only loss occurred on this floor. I believe it was the Friday after New Year, so that would be January 3rd, right?
That's right.
Would have been on this floor, a Friday night game against Quincy Notre Dame. QND will be in the same regional as these two teams on this floor. So I would suspect Quincy Notre Dame will be in the sights of one of these two teams in a championship regional game a few weeks away.
I believe they seed next week.
Yes.
We have had many years where they have seeded on the same night as the championship night of the Girls City Tournament, but it's a little different schedule at IHSA calendar this year because of the late Thanksgiving. So the seeds actually come out a week from tonight, February 6th. QND's already beaten Springfield and Sacred Heart Griffin, so they'll be the number 1 seed. They're state rated just like Springfield High, which was number 4 in the last poll. And I don't think there's any way, Tim, that something happens other than these two teams meet in the 2 versus 3 semifinal.
You would think.
Tonight's game may impact which is the 2 seed and which is the 3. Certainly if Springfield beats SHG again, the Senators will be the 2 and SHG will be the 3. But they'll meet in a regional semifinal here in a few weeks. But first things first, just a couple of minutes away from the city championship game. Springfield High has won 20 championships in the previous 39. 17 of them outright. Sacred Heart Griffin has won 5 championships, the most recent in 2010. Sacred Heart Academy won 4 prior to the merger with Griffin High School. And of the 9 total championships for the Blazers, now Cyclones, 4 of them have been outright for either SHA or SHG.
Have the anthem and then the introduction of the starting lineups. Jeff Lightfoot takes care of those duties for us. Oh, the High Pride is here tonight. Jerry Jacobson, their cheerleader.
Welcome to Springfield High School and Willard Dewey Gymnasium for tonight's City Tournament Championship game featuring the Cyclones of Sacred Heart Griffin and the Senators of Springfield High. Would everyone now please rise, remove your hat if you're wearing one, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now here are tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Andrea Giacchino. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 14, Tiffany Bertoni. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 20, Kaylin Tate. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 32, Danny Healy. And at forward, a 6' junior, number 34, Allison Brent. The Cyclones are coached by Steve Klunik. And now here's the starting lineup for the Springfield Senators. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 5, Courtney Pence. At another guard, a 5'9" senior, number 13, Julia Rosen. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 15, Kiera Weir. At forward, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Annika Webster. And at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 35, Mel Bremhorst. The centers are coached by Brad Scheffler. Officials for tonight's game are Pat Favero, Bob Brendel, and Mark DiMarzio.
Pat Favero was the official whose name we couldn't remember. Now we've got it.
We knew Pat.
That's Pat. Oh, that's Pat. Pat Favero.
Just call him Pat all night. Sacred Heart Griffin averaging 56 points per game, giving up 44. They've won 7 of 8. Springfield High with averages of 66 points per game and 38.5 on the defensive side. They've won 8 in a row. They're 22-1 and the number 1 seed.
Pat Favero will put the ball in the air between Annika Webster and Allison Brent. Ball is tipped into the backcourt of Sacred Heart Griffin. Cyclones wearing the road black tonight with white numbers and letters trimmed in gold, and the Senators in the home white, red numbers and letters trimmed in black. And the first jump shot from the right wing is no good by Danny Healy, and the Senators clear the rebound. Pence gets it ahead to Webster up the left side. Cross-court pass to Weir. A 3 is good. Kiera Weir, first shot of the game, goes down, and it's 3-0, and the Cyclones turn it over after the inbound. Tiffany Bertoni, looking to pass out of a double team, is called for a travel. Senators do put pressure on. That is their signature, their defense, pressure trapping defense in the backcourt. Senators ball on the inbound off the turnover. Webster down the right side of the lane, gives to Weir, drives the lane, and is fouled on the way to the basket. It's like a reach in by Allison Brent will put Kiera Weir at the free throw line.
Kiera's averaging 9.6. The 5'9" junior hit a 3 to open the game. She's just at 47% at the line.
3-0 Senators, and Weir to the line to try to expand on that lead, and it is in the air and good.
Julia Rosen is the leading scorer for the Senators this year at 17 per game, and she's had a monster week with 53 points through the first 2.
One more foul shot for Weir. It is no good off the back of the iron. 4-0 Senators. Rebound to Sacred Heart Griffin's Kaylin Tate. Tate dribbles beyond the 3 line, gives the ball off to Brent. Works in on Bremhorst, hands off to Healy. Foul pass left side, back to Tate. SHG roaming the perimeter here early against the Senator man. A drive inside for a shot on the rim by Giacchino that's no good. For grabbing the rebound, Bremhorst got pushed.
And ball out of bounds to Springfield High, a tie-up, but on the arrow, the Senators up 4-0, get it.
Julia Rosen on the dribble over the timeline, comes between the circles. Bertoni out on her defensively to Bremhorst on the right wing. Throw in the post to Webster, down the lane, stops over a defender, shoots and missed, and then commits a foul as that defender, Danny Healy, had the inside position on the rebound, and Webster commits the personal.
Webster's got a 7-inch height advantage, but Healy did a good job on the box out. Webster probably got away with the travel, but she's called for the first Senator foul of the night.
6:40 to go in the first, and a 4-0 lead for SHS against SHG. Bertoni will run it up the floor. Rosen will greet her as she crosses the timeline. Kaylin Tate throws it across to Giacchino. Now to the free throw line. Healy gives it out front for a long jump shot by Brent that's no good. And Rosen clears the rebound for Springfield High. Pence bounce pass ahead to Webster. Skips into the lane and lost the dribble. Ball was taken away. Pickpocketing was Danny Healy, and SHG with the ball as they head toward the west basket. Bertoni on the run. Her shot is blocked, and Rosen will be charged with a foul that will send Tiffany Bertoni to the free throw line and a chance to put SHG on the board.
Bertoni circled to her left hand, took it up on Rosen, gets to the line where she is the best on the team at 70%. You remember her big sister Brittany, who was an outstanding multi-sport athlete at Sacred Heart Griffin, good basketball and soccer player, just like Tiffany.
First foul shot for Bertoni is a line drive that missed. Hit the rim and popped out.
Bertoni averages 7.8. Very balanced scoring for Sacred Heart Griffin. 6 players averaging between 5.5 and 8.5 points per game. Nobody averaging double figures.
Second free throw is good for the first point of this game for Sacred Heart Griffin, and it's 4-1 Senators 2 minutes in. Rosen will run point, brings it up the floor, gives to Pence left side. Works in on Giacchino to the free throw line, hands to Weir. Sends the ball back out front to Pence. Up top, she throws it to Rosen. She'll run into the lane, fire a free throw line jumper, and it bounces on the rim twice, falls out, and is knocked out of bounds to Sacred Heart Griffin. 4-1 Senators with 5:46 to play in the first, but they were one and done that trip. Ball is inbounded. Danny Healy will bring it up the floor. The diminutive guard for Sacred Heart Griffin with Courtney Pence dogging her all the way. Throw the ball over to the left side for a baseline drive by Tate, who rolled it up on the rim in a reverse layup and scores. Kaylin Tate, first basket of the game for Sacred Heart Griffin, and it's a 4-3 Senator lead. 5:23 to play in the first quarter. Courtney Pence puts it on the floor, gives to Bremhorst on the right wing, to Webster. Down the lane she goes and lays it in. A quick move down the lane by Annika Webster for her first basket. 6-3 Senators, 3 minutes in. On the drive, Healy kicks it left side for a three. That is on the rim, no good by Tate. Ball batted around and tracked down by Giacchino. SHG keeps it. A Bertoni three off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound Pence. Courtney will run it up the middle of the court. Gives to Rosen, whose shot is blocked by Giacchino, and a foul called on the scramble for the loose ball.
Another good rebound by Danny Healy. Shortest girl out there, but she got herself in position and got bumped by Courtney Pence. That's the first on the Illinois State volleyball recruit Pence. Courtney's still got another year in high school after this one. Very talented athlete, 5'9" junior, called for her first foul in the team's third.
4:46 to play in the first quarter. 6-3 lead for Springfield High. Tate with the ball handed off to Bertoni and then back to Tate. Baseline drive left side, cut off and fouled by Webster. Excuse me, that was Kira Weir who committed the foul.
That's already 4 on Springfield High, but they have distributed them evenly. 4 different players with a foul apiece. 4:35 to play first quarter, 3-point Senator lead.
Cyclones throw it in. They get it to Healy. Her shot is up for 2 from the left side and no good, but the rebound to Giacchino. Healy with it again. Now to Tate. Gives to Healy. Free throw line cut off by her defender Pence. Hands the ball back to Giacchino. Over to Healy. A long jumper for 2 from the right side is no good, but the ball recovered by Brent out front as it bounced out long, and the Cyclones keep it. Down by 3 with 4:10 to play. SHG looking to tie or get a little closer, and a foul off the ball, and that'll be on Allison Brent of Sacred Heart Griffin, her second foul early.
Steve Klunick will get her out of the game, and Chloe Albert, 5'9" junior, had a good game last night. Season high 10 points. Checks in for the Cyclones. They also get Katie McLean, very talented 5'6" sophomore off their bench in the backcourt.
Well, we detect early in this game, in the first half of the first quarter, that the officials aren't going to let anything go. They're going to call it all. 4 minutes gone and a 6-3 Senator lead and already 6 fouls. Throw into the post to Bremhorst, double team. Ball is batted loose out front, picked up by Rosen, and she is tied up on the play, and the ball loose on the floor is eventually called a held ball. And the arrow will give possession to SHG, Springfield turnover.
That time Brad Scheffler wanted to see a foul called. He thought Rosen had been mugged. Sarah Cross, one of the backup guards, is in for Mel Bremhorst. They'll go with the smaller lineup on the SHS side. Cross is 5'6" and a sophomore.
6-3 Senators with 3:46 to go in the first quarter. SHG heads toward the west basket here at Dewey Gym. Bertoni just off the lane left side, fired a shot from 10 and missed. And the rebound to Kira Webster, who throws it ahead to her sister Annika. She'll dribble up the floor, come to the right wing, feed it out front to Rosen, a good 3-point shooter, but her defender Bertoni right up on her. Now Cross with the ball, left baseline. Brings it back out on the wing. Up top to Kira Webster. To Pence, into the corner, right side, to Rosen, comes to the free throw line on the dribble. Gives to Kira Webster, a 3-ball no good. Annika Webster, rebound back up and in, and a foul. Annika, the putback of Kira Webster's missed shot. And a three-point play chance for the Senators senior, Annika Webster.
You could see when she started to dress varsity as a freshman on a team that went to the state tournament a few years ago that Annika Webster was going to be a force by the time she was done. Averages of 14.3 points, 7.2 rebounds. She's going to play at Quincy. She's an outstanding player.
And she made the free throw, a three-point play, and a 9-3 Springfield High lead with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And poked loose ball by Pence. Then the ball is loose on the floor, and SHG picks it up. Get it ahead to Giacchino. Double team down low. Ball is poked out of bounds. Ooh, and they say last touch by Sacred Heart Griffin right in front of the Springfield High bench.
That's a missed call.
That ball should belong to SHG.
Giacchino can't believe it. Pence was clearly the last one to touch it before it went out of bounds.
And you know, Springfield High coach Brad Scheffler had the best look of anybody, and he didn't offer any advice.
He didn't help, did he?
No. Turnover, SHG, that shouldn't have been. 2:40 to play in the quarter, and now a foul out on the wing. A reach-in against Pence on a hand check. And another foul called by this officiating crew.
Players are just going to have to adjust. We had 50 fouls in the first game, so if they watch that game, they might have anticipated a lot of whistles in this game. Bertoni will check out. She had been guarding Rosen and doing a good job on her, and they get Cassie Kuzin in for Bertoni.
Giacchino the foul. Webster slips and falls as she drives in left side. Ball loose on the floor. Cross goes after it and traveled as she finally got a hold of the ball. She was squirming around on the floor as she was defended closely on the play. Trying to reach in and take the ball away was Katie McLean of the Cyclones. It'll be SHG ball off the turnover, and the Senators will play full court man-to-man.
Give Rosen and Annika Webster a breather.
Ball is thrown ahead on a good play to SHG's Kaylin Tate. Shot inside is no good, though, and the rebound to Pence. She'll run it up floor up the left side, draws a double team. Cross-court pass to Kira Weir, who's back in the game. Now Kira Webster with the ball. Left side to Pence. Gives to Weir. Got a screen. Tried to split a double team. And kicks it out to Webster. Kira Webster for a three that's no good. A rebound cross back up no good. And the foul on the missed second shot. I think that one's going against Springfield High, against Sarah Cross of the Senators.
She tried to rebound her miss on the putback. 9-3 Senators at the 2:02 mark of the first quarter. Team foul number 5. 9
fouls already in the first 6 minutes of the game. SHG ball. McLean brings it up floor in a hurry. Gives it to Tatel on the baseline. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and they say off of SHG.
Springfield playing outstanding. Man defense. Cyclones just 1 of 9, and that's the 4th turnover they've committed.
SHG will put a little pressure on in the backcourt, and Pence will run it up floor. Crosses the 10-second line. Generally, when these two play, you don't need a shot clock. They go to the basket pretty quick, and Pence fires an up top three and missed. Rebound comes out to the right side. We're going to get a foul on the scramble for the ball. It'll be the 10th foul called. Matt Bavero at the call, and he calls it on Chloe Albert, and that's her second foul. So the 2 post players for Sacred Heart Griffin are in foul trouble already.
I'm going to have to text my family between quarters and tell them to feed the dogs. It's going to be a late arrival home tonight.
You're getting home late. Springfield ball inbounded to Pence. Circles the dribble over on the right side, gives to Bremhorst. Throw it down low to Kira Webster. Now Springfield High will reset. Throw it again to the high post to Bremhorst. Fired one up high off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Lauren Briney, who's off the bench for Sacred Heart Griffin. SHG down 9-3 with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Giacchino, a drive down the lane, fouled on the way to the hoop. That's foul number 11. We have 12 points and 11 fouls. Foul on Kira Webster. It's 1 on her. 6 on the team. Good thing both of these teams have brought some extra players.
And Rosen and Annika Webster back in for SHS. Yeah, they're going deep off the bench in this game tonight by necessity.
Cassie Kuzin dribbles through the lane, gives the ball to McLean, who shoots a three and hits. Katie McLean, three-pointer, makes it 9-6 Springfield High in the final minute of the first quarter. Kara Weir drives left side. Ball is knocked out of bounds off her missed shot. It will be Springfield ball.
Teams have combined to go 5 of 21. They look like they're rushing themselves a little bit. They're playing at a quicker pace that they're comfortable with. Senators up by 3 in the final minute of the first quarter.
53 seconds to go. They inbound to Mel Bremhorst. She's tied up at the high post. Gives the ball to Annika Webster. Now Kiera Weir will dribble out, and she was defended by Tiffany Bertoni, and Bertoni hit the floor, but they're going to call her for a foul.
She felt left out. She hadn't committed a foul yet.
6 aside on the fouls.
Each team in the bonus,
Senators.
Tim. 43 seconds to play first quarter.
Already in the bonus. Yep. Rosen will hand off to Weir on the left side for Springfield. They lead by 3. 33 seconds to go in the quarter. Now Rosen defended by Healy. Ball over to Webster. Throw at the high post to Bremhorst, and she lost the ball. Taken off her hands by McLean. Gets it ahead to Healy for a layup that she missed in tight. The rebound to Healy and then lost out of bounds will be SHG ball. Sacred Heart Griffin down 3 at 9-6, but with the ball on the baseline and 16 seconds to go. This quarter winding down. Ball is inbounded to Healy. Shot blocked by Webster out of bounds. Danny Healy of Sacred Heart Griffin at 5'4". No match inside for the nearly 6-footer Annika Webster. Ball is poked loose on the inbounds by Pence. SHG will have to inbound it again. Springfield usually doesn't give you any room on defense, and even with the fouls mounting, they're up playing it tight. Ball is thrown into Healy. She'll bring it out front, give to Tate. That's Kuzin who drives left side, guarded by Weir, steps into the lane. Time running out in the quarter, down to 2, down to 1, and SHG doesn't get off a shot. Either unaware of or unable to get a shot off, unaware of the clock. Sacred Heart Griffin gives up the possession at the end of the first quarter. 9-6, Springfield leads SHG after 1 in the Girls City Tournament Championship game. We're back in a minute.
That was quite a to-do last week.
Set to-do. Springfield ball as the second quarter begins. Senators lead 9-6 over the Cyclones of SHG in the Girls City Tournament Championship. Springfield's Kara Weir drives left side, cut off at the baseline, throws the ball out front to Julia Rosen. Now Annika Webster with the ball on the right wing to Rosen for a 3, wrist right of the key, and she missed it. And the rebound to Cassie Kuzin of Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin. Springfield Girls City Championship on the line, and the Cyclones down 3 with the ball, just underway in quarter number 2. Katie McLean gives up top to Danny Healy. Left-hander shoots a 3 and missed, and tracking down the long rebound in the corner is Courtney Pence of the Senators. Gets it ahead to senior Julia Rosen. Rosen throws it back to Pence, just right of the key on the right side. To Weir at the free throw line. Senators working the perimeter. Mel Bremhorst had it briefly. Good to see her back in the lineup after she missed the early season with some back trouble. And now the ball poked loose from Annika Webster, who was posting up. And a takeaway by McLean and SHG. Down by 3, they have the ball in a so far scoreless second quarter. Danny Healy steps to the free throw line, gives out top for a 3 that's good to tie the game. SHG's Katie McLean with 2 made threes, and it's a 9-9 game. 6.5 to play in the first half. Pence to the free throw line, cut off there. Throws the ball to Rosen. Now Pence, a left side 3, missed it. Rebound comes to Rosen, jumper in the lane, good. Julia Rosen on the putback.
That's her first make tonight after 3 early misses. She had been defended well by SHG.
11-9 Senators. Here's a jump shot by Healy from 2-point range, just off the free throw line. That's good, a long 2-pointer for Danny Healy. Her first points ties the game at 11. 5:56 to go in the half. They push Bremhorst from behind as an entry pass to her at the high post. was caught, and then she got shoved in the back by Lauren Briney of Sacred Heart Griffin.
His first foul of the second quarter, and a 1 and bonus for Mel Bremhorst after the official certifies that foul call. Bremhorst has only been at the line 12 times. Of course, she has missed a lot of action because of that back injury. She'll get a 1 and bonus here, and the Senators give Pence a breather. Sarah Cross checks back to the game for her.
Mel Bremhorst at the line.
I've got her 6 of 12 on the season.
And 6 of 13 as she missed the front end of the bonus. Score stays 11-11 with 5:47 to play in the half. SHG ball. Healy around the high screen, comes to the left. Feeds out front to McLean. They tried to whip a pass down low intended for Briney. Ball loose on the floor. Tate tried to pick it up, and then it was poked out of bounds by a Senator defender. And the Cyclones will keep it.
Bodies colliding on the baseline. Couple of girls went flying during that possession for Sacred Heart Griffin, and form of officiating has changed a little bit here in the second quarter. They let them play that time.
Ball is inbounded to Healy. A corner three is no good, and Bremhorst clears the rebound for Springfield. Throws it out to Weir. Quick pass in the middle to Cross. Now a jump shot by Webster. Left side is good.
That's a good heads-up play by Sarah Cross. She was well defended. Webster had the better look.
Annika Webster with the long two-pointer makes it 13-11 Springfield. Now a push on Julia Rosen against Andrea Giacchino, and Rosen picks up her second foul.
Get her out for Kira Webster to try to protect her. They had a chance for Giacchino to tie the game at the line where she's at 59% on the year. Tiffany Bertoni will check back in for Sacred Heart Griffin, and she'll come in for Danny Healy. Healy made a basket a moment ago, but is just 1 of 8 from the field, and Little Junior's been a little too pumped up for the start of this game.
Andrea Giacchino's first free throw is no good, but she scrambled and almost had the rebound on her miss, but Webster picks up the ball as it went off Giacchino's hands. Senators ball with a 2-point lead. Weir, whip pass down low to Cross, couldn't score inside, and the ball out of bounds to SHG. Good pass, but Cross unable to convert.
And she was left to the basket, and she went to her right hand to try to put that up and in, and it rimmed off, and then she lost it out of bounds.
5 minutes left in the half, 13-11 Senators. Here's a drive by Tate, got it down low to McLean, right under the basket. She was unable to score, but she was fouled on the shot. And a couple of free throws coming for Katie McLean, the foul committed by Springfield. Got that on Kira Webster. First free throw by the left-hand softball star is good.
Katie McLean and Cassie Cousin are two of the better softball players in town. Cousin a senior, Katie McLean just a sophomore. She had a very good freshman year last spring for Al Yoho.
Second foul shot to tie the game is in and out. 13-12 Springfield, and the rebound to Annika Webster. And at midcourt, a traveling violation on Courtney Pence. She was looking behind her as she grabbed the ball and did not see defender Tiffany Bertoni standing and waiting for her, and then tried to throw on the brakes and traveled.
Now turnovers were an issue for the Senators last night in spite of their win, and that's already 7 in this game.
SHG looking for the lead. With the ball, off the turnover, down 13-12. A three for McLean is good, and SHG has the lead.
That's her third three and the longest of the group. That was about a 22-footer.
15-13 Cyclones with 4.5 to play in the first half. Springfield has rolled to easy wins against Southeast and Lanphier, but they'll play from behind, at least for a while, against Sacred Heart Griffin. Free ball, Webster up top. Annika missed. Rebound, Bremhorst. The Springfield pivot, grabs the ball and gives out front. Now Pence a three. That's no good. And the Senators' shots are not falling. And SHG got the rebound with Tate. Throwing it up floor for a three from Bertoni that is no good. Clearing the long rebound is Courtney Pence for Springfield High. Kira Weir into the lane. Scores? No, she didn't. She was pushed and fouled. Could not get in. She got in close and missed the shot, but a couple of free throws will be hers as she was pushed and fouled by Bertoni.
Second on Tiffany. It's a nice drive by Weir. Springfield had been settling for jump shots, and they haven't been falling. That time she split two defenders, drew the foul on the second.
Weir's first free throw is no good.
Bertoni will exit. They'll get Danny Healy back into the game for Sacred Heart Griffin.
So Weir now 1 for 3 at the line in the game. Has one more here. Her team down 2. Free throw, good. 15-14, Cyclones with 3:53 to go. And a steal by Pence. Drives in and lays it up, and it rolled out. Rebound, Annika Webster tracks it down. Senators keep it. In the corner, Pence. Drives baseline, cut off. Gives to Weir for 3. That's on the rim, no good. Rebound batted around. Pence has it. Pence missed again inside. And the rebound, Webster. Annika up. She doesn't miss. Springfield had 4 shots. Finally got one to fall. Senators back in front, 16-15. They call timeout. Actually, SHG called the timeout with 3:31 left in the half. We're back in 30. Young girls who usually score for Springfield High are having trouble getting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, Courtney Pence 0 for 4. Julia Rosen 1 for 4 in this game. Actually, Pence 0 for 5.
Steal by Springfield on the inbound, and Annika Webster scores again.
Webster's had a big half, though. She has 11.
11 for Annika, and it's 18-15 Senators with 3:18 to play in the half, and now a baseline drive by Kaylin Tate produces a foul.
Sarah Cross cut her off under the rim. Would have done well to let her go because Tate had dribbled into a bad position. Tate hobbles a little bit to come to the free throw line, but Kaylin, who is the top scorer on the team at 8.6, also the top rebounder at 4.8. She gets a couple here.
Tate has scored a basket in the game. Sacred Heart Griffin down by 3, 18-15 with 3:16 left in the half. Free throw by Tate is in and out. One more coming for the Cyclone Junior.
Sacred Heart Griffin has made only 2 of 6 at the line. You have a thin margin for error when you play this Senator team. You want to take advantage of chances like this.
Tate's second staff carpet free throw is also no good. And Annika Webster is having a big first half, clears the board.
Her 6th rebound to go with those 11 points.
3:08 to play until halftime. Senators 18, Cyclones 15. Pence with the ball, 25 feet from the hoop, gives to Weir up top. A 3 is good. Second made 3 for Kiera Weir, and it's 21-15, and the Senators match their biggest lead. Tate gives up top to McLean, a 3 that's good. Boy, she's been hot from three-point range, Don. That's 4 made 3s.
Yeah, she's been outstanding, and she's really not one of their top couple of three-point shooters based on percentage.
Katie McLean cuts the lead in half. Springfield now up 21-18. And a pass to Pence for the Senators down the lane. A run around the rim is no good. Pence still can't find the range, and the rebound cleared by Cassie Kuzin of SHG. They run. Get it to Healy. Free throw line cut off. To McLean, who's been hot from three-point range. Declines to shoot. Now to Giacchino up top. Andrea puts it on the floor, gives the ball in the corner for a long jumper that is no good by Healy. Annika Webster tracked down the rebound and threw it off a defender to save the possession for Springfield High as she was about to tumble out of bounds.
She's had a very nice first half. That was a heads-up play there to save the possession for the Senators.
Springfield 21, SHG 18 with 1:58 to go in the half. Ball is kicked out of bounds by McLean, and SHG will play D again as the Senators will inbound again.
5'4" sophomore Katie Costa in for the first time for the Cyclones.
Pass ahead to Cross, clears the timeline, double teamed and trapped, gives it off to Pence. Now Bremhorst back in the game, throws it down low. Sarah Cross got it on the rim and it came off. Rebound tipped out on the wing, still loose on the floor, and SHG comes away with it. Cyclones ball. Costa had it. Gives it to Kuzin. Inside Giacchino, shot blocked by Brimhorst from behind, and Springfield High on the run, but Pence doesn't have numbers. She goes in anyway and missed the shot, but offensive foul Pence. Courtney Pence might have been wise to wait for help. She was running up floor with that breakaway, and there were 3 Cyclones with her, and she ran over one of them after missing the shot.
Getting a little bit frustrated is Pence. She's a good offensive player, averages 11 per game, and she just hasn't been able to buy one here. She'll check out with her second foul for Jessica Freeman, the 5'5 sophomore who is into the game for the Senators for the first time.
21-18 Springfield, SHG ball. Minute 20 to play in the half. Girls City Tournament Championship game. Giacchino on the dribble. Webster defends her. Annika Webster for Springfield. Pass down low, backdoor cut, and a good easy score for Danny Healy. Healy's second hoop of the quarter, and it's 21-20.
Costa with a terrific bounce pass.
Minute to go in the half. Senators up 1. Weir skips into the lane, lost the dribble, got it back. Here's a free ball from the corner that is no good by Springfield High's Jessica Freeman. And they're one and done. Cyclones a chance to regain the lead. McLean gives out front for a long 3 that is good by Costa. Katie Costa puts the Cyclones in front, 23-21. They have scored 8 straight.
Doing it from the three-point line this period.
Ball is knocked away from Freeman, picked up by Healy, and foul call. That'll be on Freeman. Before Healy could get to the basket, she stumbled and fell, and Freeman is whistled for the foul.
One and bonus here for Danny. I think I mentioned that Bertoni was the top free throw shooter, but it's actually Healy, 77%. Good hustle that time. She was reaching down to her toes to pick it up, and Freeman bumped into her. One and bonus here.
First free throw good by Healy.
She's a left-hander, just like Dad Mike, who went into the local Sports Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. What a ball player Mike Healy was a generation ago.
One more foul shot for Danny Healy, and she got it. Little Junior puts SHG up by their biggest advantage, 25-21.
And Healy gets a breather off her 6th point, all of them in the quarter. Lauren Briney on for Sacred Heart Griffin. 26
seconds to go in the half. Senators playing from behind again as SHG is rattled off a little 9-0 run here at the end of the half. Actually 10 unanswered for Sacred Heart Griffin. It was 21-15 at one point. Now a turnover, Springfield. Ball dribbled off the knee, and Springfield High turns it over.
10 turnovers committed. Steve Klunick will hustle Healy back into the game for Briney. They've got the length of the floor to go with 8.7 seconds.
Springfield High has won 21 games this season, including a win over SHG, but they're behind as we head toward halftime. And the Cyclones throw the ball away. Springfield is 22-1 on the season, but they're trailing by 4 with 0.8 of a second left. Senators will throw it in. Bramhorst catches it, hoists a shot, and it missed at the buzzer. Sacred Heart Griffin leads the Girls City Tournament Championship game at halftime. Cyclones score the last 10 of the first half and lead 25-21 at halftime. Stay tuned. More on Sports Radio 1450 after this timeout. Big game in the Sangamon girls basketball tonight, John. A rematch of last week's county tournament championship. And Riverton at the Hawk Center got the win over Pleasant Plains tonight.
Yeah, 44-39 with Riverton's top 2 scorers, Carly Cuffler and Morgan Heckman, combining for 43 of their 44 points. Down in Auburn tonight on the boys' side at the Auburn Invitational in the semifinals, it's Lutheran by 1 over North Mac. 30 seconds to play. North Mac has the ball, down 54-53. North Mac is the only team that has defeated Lutheran so far this year. The winner of that game takes on Williamsville Saturday night in the championship of the Auburn Invitational.
Breaking news, the North Mac Panthers turn the ball over with 8 seconds left. Lutheran has the ball, 1 point lead.
Thank you, Twitter.
We'll actually report the final when we hear it, see it, or are tweeted about it. Sacred Heart Griffin ball to start the third quarter of the Girls City Tournament Championship game here at Springfield High. SHG will head to the east basket and an early bump foul on the inbounds. No, they say it's a offensive foul on a moving screen against the Cyclones. It's against Tiffany Bertoni.
It's a big call.
Yep. Big call is right.
7 seconds into the second half. She's a good defender, and she's going to have to be very careful now. They'll probably get her out on the next ag ball.
These officials set the tone early in this game that they were going to call everything, and they have lived up to that. Springfield ball, throw it in the post to Brimhorst. Turnaround shot on the move, missed it right in front of the basket, and the rebound to Andrea Giacchino of Sacred Heart Griffin. Cyclones come away after a one and done by the Senators with their 4-point lead intact. Healy gives up top to a Bertoni free that's no good. Brimhorst grabs the rebound off the floor, and the Senators will push it toward the west basket. Courtney Pence, who's been quiet at the offensive end, had the ball briefly, gave it to Julia Rosen, who likewise has been quiet. Jumper, Annika Webster. Her shot got on the rim and fell off. And the rebound to Allison Brent, who went to the bench early with foul trouble in the first half. SHG 25, Springfield 21. Third quarter action here at Springfield High. Danny Healy, jump shot just inside the free throw line is good.
She's done a very nice job recovering after a slow start from the field. Missed her first 6, but now Healy has scored 8.
And the Cyclones have scored 12 unanswered points in the game.
Springfield, I think, has to go after Bertoni, who's still out there defending Rosen.
Brimhorst in the middle, double team, turns and got it on the rim and in. About 10 feet in the middle of the lane. Mel Brimhorst with her first basket, and the Senators trapped. But SHG clears it. Get it ahead to Kaylin Tate. Drives in on Brimhorst. Shot blocked by Brimhorst. Rebound and kicked out to Pence. Springfield moves it up floor off that block shot and takeaway. Webster feeds to Rosen for 3 on the rim, no good. Rebound, Brent clears it for SHG. 27-23 Cyclones, 2 minutes into quarter number 3. Tate fed out on the wing to Giacchino. Left side to Danny Healy. Now a corner shot by Tate that's good for 3. Kaylin Tate's first made 3 of the night. And a 7-point lead for Sacred Heart Griffin, 30-23.
6 of 13 from the arc. Sacred Heart Griffin is ahead because of that.
The 3 ball has been working for the visitors. Here at Springfield High tonight, the Senators down by 7 with the ball. Pence drives in right side, makes a spin move on her defender, Giacchino. They throw it down low to Webster. She turns and banks it in.
No chance for Kaylin Tate. She had Tate on her hip, and Webster with the left hand now has 13.
30-25 Cyclones. They break the pressure. With the ball to Tate, drives in on Brimhorst, flipped it up on the rim and missed. Ball out of bounds, Cyclone ball.
That's 2 shots by Tate in this quarter that Brimhorst is either blocked or affected. Team rebound to Sacred Heart Griffin, though. Weir will exit for Sarah Cross for SHS.
30-25
Go ahead
SHG.
and run right across the court, young girls.
Whatever.
It's a detour.
Ball is inbounded and tipped out of bounds by Annika Webster. Little fan decided to take a shortcut right across the floor. Game proceeds unimpeded. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. 30-25 Cyclones. 3 ball, Giacchino. That's no good, but Giacchino got her own rebound. Kicks it out front for another 3 that is way short by Healy. Ball's out of bounds. Should be the Senators' ball, and it is. SHG has been making enough threes to build a lead. They missed a couple there. Julia Rosen, the senior, will bring it up floor over the timeline for Springfield High, guarded by Bertoni. Gives the ball off, then gets it back, shoots a 3, and Rosen missed again. And a standing rebound for Allison Brandt at the 6. They throw it ahead quickly to Healy, got down on the baseline, and then sends it back out front. 4.5 to play in the third, SHG up 30-25. Healy cut off at the free throw line, gave the ball out. Now Brent with it, works in on Brimhorst. Hands off to Giacchino. SHG very patient with a 5-point lead. Bertoni guarded by Rosen, playing with a couple of fouls. Might get a 5 count, but she was bailed out by her coach. Steve Klunick called timeout with his guard in a little bit of trouble. We'll take a 30, 4:06 left in the third, 30-25 SHG. Back in half a minute. Quarter Girls City Tournament Championship. Sacred Heart Griffin leading top seed Springfield 30-25. Cyclones called timeout and they throw the ball in off the timeout right in front of their bench. Allison Brent with the basketball. Now right side. Andrea Giacchino drives in and missed. Layup no good. Rebound Mel Bremhorst at SHS. Sarah Cross checked in at the timeout for the Senators. Rosen a three, left side, no good, way off target. The rebound Cross. Sarah Cross gets it out to Pence for a three, that's good.
Looked like a travel on Cross, but she got away with it, and Pence has her first field goal of the night after 6 early misses.
30-28 with 3.5 to play in the third. A three the other way for SHG, no good by McLean. This time that's her first miss. And the rebound to Rosen of Springfield High. McLean was 4 for 4 on threes early. 3 for Pence in the lead. And all of a sudden, Springfield High's back in front. And all of a sudden, Courtney Pence has found her shot. 31-30. And SHG throws it away. Pass intended for McLean from Giacchino out front. Went untouched as it went out of bounds.
They're going to have to get Bertoni back into the game. Bertoni's done a wonderful job defending Rosen tonight. They had her and Healy on the bench. They'll get both of them back into the game because they've had a couple of defensive lapses against Pence the last 2 times that the Senators have had the ball.
8-0 run for Springfield High, and it's 31-30 Senators with 3 minutes to go in the third. Good give and go, and a pass down low to Annika Webster, who scores. Good feed from Rosen on the play. 33-30. 10 straight for the Senators. 2:48 to play in the third. 3 ball for Bertoni is good and ties the game. From the left wing, Tiffany Bertoni with a made three. Her first of the night. 33 all. 2:35 left third quarter. Webster down low in traffic, turns and banked it up and in. Boy, she muscled that off Brent, didn't she? And a turnover on SHG on the inbound. They threw it into Kaylin Tate and violated the end line.
You would have called that a force had Webster not made that shot a moment ago. And now SHG, this game's getting a little fast for them. They need to settle it down. They're down by 2.
35-33 Solons, and off the timeout, or the turnover, they get the ball. Inside Pence, turns, scores, and a foul.
She's here now.
Courtney Pence has found the shot, and Courtney Pence was right down under the basket that time, about 5 feet in front. Turned on her defender, Bertoni, and scored as she was fouled. Excuse me, that was
Healy.
Healy who committed the foul.
She helped out in the double down. Bertoni's got to be careful because she's got 3 fouls. It's tough to keep a good athlete like Pence down for the entire 32 minutes, and she's turned it on this quarter.
Pence has scored 9 points in the period, and Springfield High, with the made free throw, makes it 38-33. 3-point play for Pence. SHG ball is poked out of bounds at midcourt. They'll inbound it there.
15-3 run for SHS.
2:15 to go in the third quarter. 38-33 Senators. Brent with the ball out front. Works in on Bremhorst. Gives the ball off to McLean. Now back to Brent. Drives in, splits a double team, and scores. Got between Pence and Bremhorst on a good quick move to the hoop. Easy 2 on the first basket of the night for Allison Brent. 38-35. Webster tried to throw a bounce pass in the middle to Bremhorst, and it was kicked out of bounds by the Cyclones. Bremhorst played well, and she'll get a break. Senators bring Kira Webster in to join Annika Webster, Julia Rosen, Courtney Pence, and Sarah Cross. Rosen to throw it in on the end line. Throws it out front to Annika Webster. 1:48 left in the third quarter. 38-35 Springfield. They throw to Pence, double team, gives to Cross. A 17-footer from the right side is no good. Brent has the standing rebound for Sacred Heart Griffin. Down by 3, here they come. They've been bombing in threes tonight. Let's see if they shoot one here. It would tie the game if they make it. Here's a 3 for McLean, and the tie, no good this time. Rebound Brent, steps into the lane and missed short, and the rebound Webster. Annika Webster with the rebound. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Senators by 3 with the ball. They throw the ball in the post to Webster, and she threw it into the corner. Not a very good pass, retrieved by Rosen. Pence up top now to Kira Webster. Now Sarah Cross on the right wing, looking to throw it out front to Rosen for 3. No good. Back iron, no good. Rebound, throw to Annika Webster. She is fouled as she moves to the hoop.
That's her 9th rebound, and Webster has been the best player on the court tonight. She's at 17 and 9 with 2 free throws coming in the final 50 seconds of the third quarter.
Cassie Cousin fouled her. Both she and Brent were there as Webster tried to force her way between them to shoot. Annika's free throw is good. 39-35 Springfield with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. The senior Webster with one more. She's a right-hander, ready, and shoots it and makes it. And timeout as they get in Mel Bremhorst on the dead ball after the made free throw. SHG will be pressed, and they have no trouble with it. Cousin brings it over the timeline, gives to Bertoni, left of the circle. Now McLean drives into the lane, forced a runner, and was fouled on her way in. That was an aggressive move by a young woman who's been making three-point baskets all night. Katie McLean will have a couple of free throws.
Sacred Heart Griffin in their half-court offense has the ability to go both left or right. McLean's a left-hander. She went hard to her left, picked up the third foul on Sarah Cross.
Free throw no good for McLean. One more for the 5'6" sophomore from Sacred Heart Griffin with her team down by 5.
She struggles a bit typically. She's down to 45%.
Second staff carpet free throw for McLean is no good. And the rebound to Kiera Weir for Springfield High. Senators lead 40-35 with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. The younger Webster throws the ball away. Pass intended for Pence as Kiera Webster was trapped out near the center line. And the Springfield turnover will give SHG a chance at half court. 24 seconds to go in the quarter.
Tim, one of the reasons the Senators are in front, they've taken much better care of the ball. That was their first turnover of the second half.
SHG ball. Left side they go to Tate. Now Cousin, she'll put it on the floor, bring it out front against the sophomore Webster. Ball poked out of bounds by Kira Weir on a pass intended for Bertoni right in front of the SHG head coach Steve Klunik. 8.6 seconds to go in the quarter. 40-35 Senators. Cyclones ball, and it's knocked out of bounds again after the inbound, this time by Sarah Cross. 6.8 seconds left. SHG will throw it in again. McLean throws it to Bertoni, drives down the lane against Weir. A runner is short, and the rebound to Weir. 1 second, half court, and no shot for Springfield at the end of the quarter. But the Senators had a good third period and regained the lead. They were down by 4 at halftime, but Springfield, the top seed, leads by 5 after 3. Springfield 40, SHG 35, back in 1 minute.
Springfield Chatham.
8 minutes after 9 on this Thursday night, and John, we're still not sure who's going to win the Girls City Trophy.
Sacred Heart Griffin outscored the Senators 19-12 in the second quarter, led by 4 at halftime, but the Senators reversed the trick on them in the third, a 19-10 advantage for a 40-35 SHS lead.
Rosen 3, good! Springfield High, Julian Rosen, first made 3 of the night. 43-35, Senators up 8. 3 the other way, Tate no good for SHG, ball out of bounds. Pence couldn't save it, and SHG will have it.
Sacred Heart Griffin has cooled off. They've made only 2 of 8 from the arc in the second half. Senators have their biggest lead of the night.
7:41 to play. 3 for McLean. That's no good. She was hot early from 3-point range. Weir has the rebound for Springfield. Pass ahead to Brimhorst. To Webster. Annika left side gives to Pence. Throws it high post to Brimhorst. She tried to return it to Webster down low, but the pass was too tall. Webster couldn't catch it. Springfield turns it over.
A couple of inches lower, and that would have been a layup. McLean will exit for Danny Healy. 13 for Katie McLean to lead Sacred Heart Griffin. 19 points, 9 rebounds, leading the charge for SHS, recorded by Annika Webster.
43-35 Springfield. First minute of the fourth quarter. Healy gives to Kuzin at the free throw line. Ball tipped, but SHG keeps it. Bertoni, 3, left side. That is no good. And up over the backboard it goes. Out of bounds, Springfield high ball.
Now 7 of 21 from 3 is Sacred Heart Griffin after they made 5 of their first 11. I think the pace of this game maybe has taken some of the starch out of their legs.
And John, we were whining about all the fouls called in the first half. I'm going to say this quietly, so I hope no one hears it. Only 4 fouls in the second half so far.
You were whining. I was merely observing.
Yeah. Oh, and a traveling violation on Mel Brimhorst. They threw her the ball on the left side of the lane and say she carried it an extra step before she put it on the floor.
13 turnovers tonight committed by SHS.
Kuzin will exit.
Well, they had 19 last night. That's one of the areas they'll need to clean up as they get ready for the stretch run. Got a big game a week from tonight at Rochester. If they hold on tonight, there'll still be a game up on Rochester in the conference. That game will determine, if the Senators win here tonight, whether they win the conference championship outright in all likelihood.
Rochester playing up at the Eaton tournament in Lincoln tonight, where those conference games count, as they do at the county market tournament for the boys. 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Springfield up by 8. SHG ball, trailing 43-35. And Allison Brent can't handle a pass inside, and the Senators get another takeaway. Pence will bring it up floor, give to Rosen. Left side Weir for 3. No good this time. Rebound, scrambled for, and Tate comes out of there with it for SHG. Throws it ahead to McLean, who will track it down before she goes out of bounds and save it in off Rosen on a good athletic play by Katie McLean. Turned up the speed and was able to catch that pass, which was too tall and too long for her, but saved the possession with a good play. McLean to throw it in. Ball is tipped, and the Senators get a takeaway. Pence made the defensive play. And another SHG turnover.
She can really get off the floor.
Pence is a volleyball star, great leaper, and made the play that time. Here's Rosen up top. 3 is good. Julia Rosen, second 3 of the quarter, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point Springfield lead. SHG was up 4 at halftime. SHG's Danny Healy, a 10-footer, no good. Rebound Rosen. The Senators have really turned things around here in the second half.
23-5 run after they were down 7.
Springfield ball. 5:15 to go. Leading 46-35. They may run a little clock here and be patient. Pence on the dribble. Healy defending her in the SHG man. Give to Weir, and she traveled. Took a step in as she tried to evade her defender McLean and walked with the ball. Sarah Cross will take Kara Weir's spot in the lineup with 5:04 to go. 46-35 Springfield. Looking for their 23rd win of the year and looking to stay unbeaten in the Central State 8. And to win the city tournament championship. Oh, by the way, to win the city title. Reverse layup trying to move in along the left baseline by Kaylin Tate. No good. Annika Webster with the rebound. She's got a bunch of those tonight.
That's 10.
Springfield ball with an 11-point lead and 4:35 left. Annika throws the ball down low to Sarah Cross. Covered up, gives it out on the right side to a long 2 by Brimhorst. No good. Cross got the rebound, and she was tied up on the play. Alternating possession arrow gives the ball to the Cyclones.
Bremhorst off that miss is only 1 for 5, but she's rebounded well and played very good defense at the rim.
4:20 left. Cyclones down 11. Need to start scoring as they've gone into a drought in that regard. Chiquino comes to the free throw line, cut off by Annika Webster. Gave it to Katie McLean. Now a baseline drive by Danny Healy, and she lost the handle on the ball, and the Senators get another takeaway. 4 minutes left and up by 11. Springfield with the ball. Throw it to Bremhorst, high post. Looks for a guard and finally throws it to Rosen over on the right side. Now Pence, high post to Annika Webster, turns, shoots, and missed. Rebound, cross, fouled, will have free throw.
That's her 4th rebound, and all of them have come on the offensive glass. SHG didn't put a body on 5'6" sophomore Sarah Cross.
Actually, they say Cross wasn't shooting, or was she? Yep, she was. She'll shoot 2.
First foul on Katie McLean, and the 4th on the team, and we've only had 5 fouls called since halftime.
Sarah Cross, free throw, in and out. 46-35 with 3:47 to go in the 4th quarter.
Bertoni back in for Sacred Heart Griffin. They also get Kuzin back into the game, and SHG needs to score points in a hurry. They have not scored this period.
Cross, second free throw, got all the rim and fell out. Rebound Bertoni for Springfield High, or for Sacred Heart Griffin. Down by 11. Bertoni got away with a travel. Give to Brent, right side, long 2, good. Allison Brent with her second bucket of the second half makes it 46-37. 3:30 left. Sarah Cross gives to Courtney Pence, and the Senators set it up. And they throw in the post to Bremhorst. She gives it to Pence, a 3, right wing, good. Springfield High 49, Sacred Heart Griffin 37, 3:10 to go. Off the Pence-made 3 in a big second half for Courtney Pence, who was scoreless in the first half.
12 points, all since halftime, as you said. She's also got 8 rebounds.
Bertoni with the ball, free throw line, gives for a 3 that is no good by McLean. The ball out long, and Cross runs it down, and the Senators have it up by 12.
Sacred Heart Griffin's out of gas. They can't get to those loose balls like they could in the first half of the game.
And the legs they were getting under the threes that were going in are not there here in the late stages of the game. Their 3 ball got them the lead, but they cannot get the lead back with it here in the second half. Springfield will run some clock, up by 12 with 2.5 minutes left. Here's Webster, fouled out at the high post.
That's a good foul, because they would have had a 2-on-1 and a layup, but for the foul, and it's only the 5th on SHG.
On Katie McLean.
Took about 20 seconds off the clock with Rosen and Pence playing keep away. 49-37 SHS. Weir re-enters for Bremhorst. SHS has not gone as deep as the Cyclones in this game, but they appear to have more energy between these two teams.
2:30 left, and a bad pass on the inbound taken away by SHG's Kaylin Tate. Here come the Cyclones, down a dozen, need to score quick. Bertoni in the lane, stops, gives out front for a 3 that is in and out off the hands of Tate, and Pence has the rebound for Springfield. SHG needs to press, and they foul in the backcourt. Their coach, Steve Klunick, was urging the Cyclones to press on the inbound, and press they did and committed a foul in the process.
The 2nd on McLean and the 5th on the team, 6th on the team. Still no free throws, but Senators going to the bonus now.
Foul was actually on Danny Healy, her 2nd.
Changed it from 30 to 32 up on the board.
Springfield ball. SHG pressures. Senators clear it. The right side to Cross, and she is fouled. Team foul number 7. That means a 1 in bonus for Sarah Cross of Springfield High.
She's missed her only 2 tonight. Senators only 6 of 11 at the line. If SHG loses this game, they'll have no chance in the conference. They'll fall to 9-3 in the league, and the Senators will move to 13-0 with 3 conference games remaining for SHS and 4 for Sacred Heart Griffin. If it holds like this, it'll come down to Rochester and Springfield for the conference crown.
And Springfield has a game in hand against the Rockets.
Yeah, and they beat them by 28 not that long ago.
Sarah Cross made the first, and the bonus coming. Staff carpet free throw number 2 is good for Cross, and timeout Springfield High. 51-37, Senators lead it. 2:03 to go, back in a minute.
28-7.
Team has an effective
That's the
game
run.
That's a
plan.
run?
The Becky Hendricks team has sold over 900.
Back at Springfield High's Dewey Gymnasium. Senators up by 14. It's been a big second half for the top seed in the Girls City Tournament.
They were down 30-23 early on in the third quarter. It's been a 28-7 turnaround for the Senators since then.
2 minutes to go. SHG ball. Bertoni a three, right side, good. Timeout, Sacred Heart Griffin. 1:54 to go. 51-40 Senators. Back in a minute.
What sets one insurance company apart?
Gymnasium with John Levin, Tim Schweitzer, 51-40. Senators lead the Cyclones. Minute 54 to go in the fourth quarter. Girls City Tournament Championship game. SHG will press. They made a three and called timeout. Courtney Pence brings it across the timeline on a dead run. Nobody can catch her to foul her. Minute 45 left. Rosen throws it to Bremhorst over on the left side. They'll foul her. Foul will be committed either by Healy or Tate. Both were there. And it is on Kaylin Tate. Free throws for Mel Bremhorst. She has scored one basket tonight, has missed her only free shot. The 6'1" senior for Springfield High made it.
She's had a good game, even though she has just 3 points. Her defense in the paint has forced SHG to move outside the arc to shoot. That worked out well for the Cyclones in the first half, but not so well since halftime.
Both free throws good. Stamp prepare for Mel Bremhorst. She'll exit.
She's a kid who will have a chance to play in college. She's uncommitted at this point. Bremhorst has battled health issues for much of her high school career, but she's a nice complimentary player for the Springfield High team.
53-40, Senators lead, a minute 35 to go. Drive down the lane by Danny Healy. She missed the runner. And Rosen clears the rebound for the Senators. Springfield's going to win it. Only decision to be made is by how much. And how many city titles for Springfield in the last 20, 25 years, John?
This will be 18 out of the last 22 that they've at least shared. Obviously, this would be an outright crown. The only years where they haven't had at least a share of the title out of the last 22, Southeast last year, Sacred Heart Griffin beat them in 2010, Lanphier in 2006, and then Southeast back in 2002.
Kaylin Tate fouls Sarah Cross, and Cross makes the first free throw.
Of course, Springfield had that long run of championships under Dave Urish, and Brad Scheffler, now in his 11th year, has hardly missed a beat.
Sarah Cross made one, missed one staff carpet free throw with 1:17 to go. It's 54-40. Allison Brent fires a three for the Cyclones and missed. Pence the rebound.
It's her 10th.
Sends it ahead to Weir, is bumped and fouled by Brent. Back to the free throw line goes SHS with a 14-point lead and 1:06 to play.
Courtney Pence was off her game, really well defended by Bertoni in the first half, missed all 6 of her shots from the field. In the second half, she hasn't missed a shot. She's made 3 of 3 from the three-point line, a 2 and a free throw, and on the night she's grabbed 10 rebounds, so she and Webster each have double-doubles.
Kiera Weir made the first. One more staff carpet free throw for her.
Rosen's got 8 tonight, 61 this week, and she'll be the city scoring champion this week.
Weir made both. It's 56-40 with 1:04 to play. Healy throws it to Brent, left side, a three, over the rim, no good. Rebound Pence, Springfield High with 52 seconds left. 56-40, the Senators lead it. Sarah Cross, they foul her. And we'll parade back to the free throw lane. And the Cyclones will bring in 5 reserves. After Cross shoots the first of her 2 staff carpet free throws. 5'6" sophomore Sarah Cross. First one is no good. Double bonus, so she'll have another. And the Senators will bring in some reserves. Joelle Newman in. Joelle's a 5'10" senior. One more free shot for Sarah Cross. That's no good. And the rebound to SHG's Lauren Briney. 38 seconds, 56-40 Springfield. Ball is intended for Briney and out of bounds off her hand. And Springfield will send in 5 shots.
With 56 points tonight, the Senators have easily surpassed the previous 3-game tournament record. Southeast scored 198 points in 3 games in 1977. Of course, some early years of this event went 4 games. It's been a 3-game tournament for a long time, and the Senators are up over 200 points, easily breaking the record previously held by that Southeast team a couple of generations ago.
Ball is knocked loose and taken away by Chloe Albert of Sacred Heart Griffin. Here's a jump shot from the right side by Cassie Cousin that's good for 2. 56-42 with 9 seconds. Jessica Freeman will walk it over the timeline for SHS and then knock the ball off of her shin out of bounds. It'll be Cyclone ball. Cousin will walk it across the timeline. The buzzer will sound. The game will be over, and Springfield High will be city champions. Springfield 56, Sacred Heart Griffin 42. Senators win the city championship. Stay unbeaten in the Central State 8. Rally to defeat Sacred Heart Griffin tonight, 56-42. Post-game show coming up next on Sports Radio 1450.
For the 2014 City Championship Trophy. Congratulations to Coach Brad Scheffler and the Springfield High School Senators.